Namaskar friends, welcome to Export Import Supply Chain and Custom. In this session we will cover the definition of the letter of credit, which is the session 4. We have already completed the section 3rd and now this is the session 4. So in this session we will cover site LC, deferred payment LC and direct payment and finally conclusion. So you know that what is the importance of the LC. We already covered the sessions and now three type of LC definition as we will cover in the sessions. So first is site LC, a letter of credit that demand payment on the submission of the required documents. Okay, the letter of credit that demands payment on the submission of the required documents. Okay, so what is document and term and condition mention the letter of credit? If supplier able to submit this document, okay, in respect of the payment, the bank review this document and pay to the beneficiary. Okay, so what we'll do, the document mentioned the letter of credit need to submit by the exporter. Okay, and the bank will review these documents and pay to the beneficiary on the same time. If the document meets the condition, okay, if document meets the condition, the bank will pay on the same time. Otherwise, bank will ask the query. Okay, so this kind of LC is called the site LC because at the site of the reviewing documents, bank will make the payment to the supplier. Okay, if we talk for the next kind of LC, which is the deferred payment LC. Okay, so deferred payment is the, in first case, bank need to pay on the spot payment at site, but in deferred payment, bank will payment as the agreed term between buyer and supplier. So we'll start the definition. An LC that ensure payment after a certain period. Okay, the LC ensure of payment the certain time period, just like 90 days, 180 days. Okay, 60 days, like that. The bank may review the document early, but the payment to the beneficiary is made after the agreed time passes. It is also known as the usance LC, deferred. For example, the term of receiving payment means the payment terms is decided between the exporter and importer is like 180 days, okay, or 120 days, okay. So in this case, once exporter export the goods and he receive document like a bill of lading, shipping bills, insurance and certificate of origin and company, this kind of documents. Once he receive and he need to submit the document to the bank, but after timeline given, just like a payment terms just 120 days, so payment will receive by the exporter only after the 120 days. Okay, so this is kind of LC called a usance LCR, deferred payment LCR. Also, we can talk the payment terms. It called that payment acceptance with the buyer. Now, another kind of LC is direct pay to LC. So the third kind of LC is direct pay to the LC. Okay, so in this LC, a letter of credit where using being directly paid to the beneficiary and then ask the buyer to repay the amount. The beneficiary must interact with the buyer. Okay, so in direct case, direct LC, there is no buyer will directly pay to the is exporter, but bank will pay to the exporter. Okay, only the exporter need to fulfill the term and conditions which given by the bank. Okay, for example, any bank, we are exporting go to the any country like a China. Okay, so if you are opening the letter of credit which called the direct pay, so in that case Once you dispatch the goods and submit the documents as per the bank requirement. Okay, so once you submit the document to the bank, then bank will pay to you. Okay, then bank will collect from the buyer for for himself. Okay. This beneficiary, in this case, exporter may not interact with buyer for the payment related issue. Okay, he knows only the bank. Now, conclusion we will discuss in this session. This is the last session, so conclusions. As mentioned above, a letter of credit be various type depending on its purpose. Okay, we have seen many kind of letter of credit: site LC, revocable and defer LC, green clause LC, direct pay to LC. So the various type of LC depend on the purpose, what kind of LC need, and what is the understanding between the exporter and importer. It is very important. It is in the interest of the both buyer and seller to understand all different type of truly and then pick up once they serve and purpose completely. Okay, so it's also depend on the both party what kind of a letter of credit need to be open for that particular requirements. So guys, we are going to end this session here. So thank you for watching the session. Have a nice day.